And good evening and welcome to the Geek Show.
Yay!
Yay! We are back after a week off due to doing other stuff, but we would rather have been here with you.
Anywhere but where we were.
Yeah, always. So, Andy, how are you, sir?
I'm very good. You all right?
Yeah, very, very good. Very busy, but all good. So, how is the shop, and when are you opening back up again, sir?
Shop is a tip at the moment because we're kind of having a bit of a move around and changing stuff around. We're open again next Wednesday. Business as usual reverts next Wednesday. So 10 o'clock till, I think, 5 o'clock Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then 10 till 3 on a Saturday and 11 till 3 on a Sunday.
Oh, my God. Wow.
So the abuse is back on. You can come down and you can be abused in person. I don't have to do it through Facebook or other social media. I can be abusive to your face. It's lovely.
Do you ever give critique on people's painting?
I do, yes. I actually have you have inspired me to come up with a new critique because we don't like to be mean in store if we can help it. Well, all right. Everyone else doesn't like to be mean in store if they can help it. I don't really care either way. I think actually people quite like it. But we try and be complimentary in our meanness.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. You can't stop me. So we'll tell people that paint jobs are interesting.
Interesting. Is that the term for pretty shit? Yeah,
that's the one when little Timmy comes in and kind of goes, "What do you think of this really poorly painted marine?" So I say it's really poorly painted. So it's interesting, or if you're happy with it, or it'd be great when it's done.
In fact, you've said all those to me. You've used
no.
I think you have. As long as you're happy with it, put paint on the model. I've heard all this shit.
These are layers of meanness. The interesting is the worst, really, because that's when I can't say anything good about it. If you're happy with it, there we go. But I have specifically come up with a new one, specially for you now, where you're now on the hobby short bus.
Oh, okay.
So that's fine. You're on the hobby short bus when you show me your stuff. So
I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it. So
we've all been there.
Well, the trouble is, looks like I'm going to stay there for a bit. So just a quick one then, sir. So first of all, welcome to everybody watching. Please share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, and join our Facebook group. We've got loads of people joining. We have multiple people every day. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So please join. Share your pictures, which games you're playing. Check out Worcester War Games site. What is your website again, please, Andy?
Simple as worcesterwargames.co.uk. That'll take you to the homepage, and then up in the top left-hand corner is the little drop-down menu, which will take you to the shop, and then from there on, browse. There's new stuff being added all the time. I added on the Kolinsky Sable paintbrushes today. Biostrip's gone today. Whole load of new second-hand novels have come in this week, so anyone who likes to read or is capable of that, then by all means go and check that out. There's lots of new books. There might not necessarily be images. We've had a bit of a crisis recently where our image host had issues with the amount of images we were uploading, so we've had to change. So you might find, especially on the Games Workshop section, there might be quite a few things that don't have images at the moment, but we are slowly working our way through it, getting that done as well.
Oh my God!
If it hasn't got an image, don't worry about it. It is the actual product. I just haven't found a picture for it yet.
I think what we should do every week as well, especially on the Facebook group, we should have like a competition, a painting competition.
Yeah. I don't see a lot of people do painting stuff on our group at the moment, so it would be really nice if you guys out there could do some painting for us.
And we could do a critique on it.
I won't be too mean. I won't be too mean. Or maybe I will. Maybe that's what you want. You come back for more each week.
It could be. So a quick question, sir. So I have heard on the grapevine, Warhammer, there's a new Warhammer Quest.
Is there?
Is there?
Oh, nobody has mentioned it to me.
So
I thought my customers might have been kind of gagging for, well, let's not put it that way.
Yeah,
my customers might have been wanting it for quite a while now. Yes, City, Warhammer Quest Curse City.
Should we watch the video?
Let's watch the video.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, first of all, could you explain what is it?
So initially, Warhammer Quest, back in the early days, back in the I think probably mid to late 80s, Warhammer Quest was just a side game that GW made, set in the fantasy realm, and it was a complete just a box game. So
Yeah.
straight out of the box, play the game. And it was great. They had models they actually made specifically for that game that you couldn't get anywhere else. I think they then released a very limited metal range of models as well. And it went away, as all things do with these kind of things from GW. They stopped making it and lost interest and moved on, which was fine. It's become very sought after since. A couple of years ago, they then went, it's coming back, and they did, I think it was called Silver City, which was now Warhammer Quest, but based in the Age of Sigmar realms.
Wow.
And again, all new models, and it was a standalone box game. Loads of models in there, beautiful little models they made for it. Some of the best models they'd made up to that point. They did a sequel, which was, I think, Shadows of a Hammer Hall or something like that. Again, box game, straight out of the box, play the game, loads more new models. And then they did a 40k version, which is Blackstone Fortress, which is what most people are familiar with. Blackstone Fortress. They did a whole load of expansions for that. Different things came out for it. And again, phenomenal game, beautiful, beautiful models, and that's what this is. So this is a new version of Warhammer Quest. It looks, from what we've seen, I'm still waiting to get air copies to arrive. They should be coming in tomorrow, I'd hope. It looks like this is now set more in a Kislev type old world setting. It is Warhammer Age of Sigmar, I believe, but it has that feeling of being old world with vampires and something rotten underneath the city and stuff. But again, box game. So everything you need to play is in the box. There's no extra bits and pieces yet. I imagine there probably will be some expansions coming out, but a whole new range of models in there. And there are some of the best models they've ever made are in this box, especially if you want undead. So you've got vampires, you've got zombies, you've got skeletons. The hero models are phenomenal. They're beautiful, beautiful hero models. And people have been going crazy for this now for months since they first announced it, going, this is what's coming out. We saw a couple of the heroes, we saw a couple of the bad guys, and went, oh my God, these are beautiful. How do we get these? And finally, it went up for pre-order last Saturday, and it comes out this Saturday. I will say that GW have had a few stock issues with this and with other releases recently where they've been limiting quantities that people can get temporarily. This one has had the same issue. We've got 15 copies coming in the store, and I am completely sold out, bar one, I believe, which potentially could be coming to a drone near you.
Oh, could be. I'm just marveling at they look absolutely stunning. So this is, I take it, are these the heroes?
I think that's the heroes, maybe bar the guy at the back left.
Oh yeah,
with the long beard. I think he's like the necromancer or something. Again, I'm not 100% sure of what's in there, but otherwise, I think everyone else in there is the heroes, the different characters you can play as.
And then there is
and there's all the monsters, and yeah, they are amazing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they look beautiful. They're so nice. There's a lot of stuff. GW at the moment are working towards doing a lot of stuff for the undead releases. We've got, I think they announced some new skeleton warriors the other day. They released some new zombies, or released images of some new zombies the other day. There's some more vampires. Next weekend is the vampire faction for for Underworlds.
Yeah.
So yeah, we seem to be going quite heavy on the undead at the moment from GW. But yeah, some really nice models. And yeah, again, it's a standalone box. So
is it a bit like sort of Hero Quest? So if I go back to the first page, so you've got your maps.
Kind of. Yeah, so you've got your map, or this one, I think, not map, it's tiles.
Yes.
So each time you play it, you can lay the tiles out in different orders and things. So it does change. With the original couple of Warhammer quests, and I think with Blackstone Fortress, it was a random tile flip.
Okay.
So you didn't know what you were playing on initially. So you'd flip the tile over and it'd be like, right, we're walking into this type of room or that corridor.
Wow. Yeah.
So it has got a lot of replay value to it as well.
God, blimey. So so that you've got one copy left.
Yeah.
There is what is the how do you order it and what is the price?
So it's £125.
Yeah.
So it's a little on the expensive side, but for what you're getting in there, I think is
you get a ton
an absolute bargain still. It's that thing at the moment where I always look at a lot of things now because of the Blood Bowl box release and go, oh my God, that was such amazing value. Everything else seems expensive. But I think for what it is, standalone box game, so many nice models in there, so much playability. I think £125 isn't too much at all. We have, like I say, I have one copy left if you're interested, Tro.
Mm-hmm.
I have provisionally put your name on it, so to speak.
That's good.
I did have a lot of, like I said, we had a lot of people asking for it before it came out, and hopefully everyone that had already asked me for it before we knew a release date or any information on it have got in touch since and let me know they still want it. As much as it's limited on release day, we know that it will be readily available going forwards. They've told us from GW that once they've got new stock in, that's it. It'll just be on the website. So getting restock shouldn't be too much of an issue from that point onwards. It's just the initial release is limited.
Is limited. Is this the big game then for this week?
No, it is. This is the only thing GW are releasing this week. That's all they care about. And like I said, it's going to be such a big release. I know 99% of places have completely sold out the second it went up for pre-order. GW have sold out of it completely as well, temporarily. But we have been assured that they will be restocking it as soon as they can.
Oh my God.
So if you do miss out, don't go mad and go, oh, I'm just going to go to a scalper on eBay or something like that. Don't worry about it. We will have it again sometime fairly soon. We just don't know exactly when. So don't spend too much on it by going to a scalper, because I know that there are quite a lot. There is a massive problem in the hobby at the moment with scalpers, but hopefully a lot of our customers or a lot of general hobbyists aren't going to overspend on it, and they are going to go, well, we can wait because we know it's coming back.
Definitely. And guys, again, please support your local hobby store, especially Worcester War Games. These guys have been on lockdown for like about a year. They need your trade. So please support them, because when they've gone and then you'll be like, there's nobody nearby where I can go and get my stuff. It's your own fault for not supporting them. So get out there, guys. Show the support. These people deserve your support, enthusiasm, and business. Yes. Hell yes.
Just let Tony know they do not come painted, they do not come assembled. They will be very much like most of GW stuff, where it will be plastic on the sprue that you need to build and paint.
Oh, but that's good, because I now, having done the Aliens one, I am more of a fan of Games Workshop stuff, because they fit together just a lot easier.
Well, you say that there are some of those that you do get horror stories.
So for the game, can you just explain? Is it sort of like for 2 to 4 players, or is it sort of it like a dungeon master who's controlling the baddies and everybody else?
As far as I'm aware, this one has a single player mode. So
wow, that's always good.
Bad guys can be completely autonomous.
Yeah,
and then obviously you can then play as many characters as you want. From what I know from the previous releases, that you can play multiple players. I think you can get up to maybe 6 or 8 on a couple of the other ones. So there are plenty of characters in there you can use, and obviously different missions, different characters. You can either run it as a campaign mode, so you can just play, or you can just do it as single one-off games. It was one of the great things that they did with Blackstone Fortress, was they had a little like a cryo bag, they called it. It's basically just a grip seal bag with a picture on it, but you put all your character stuff in there at the end of each session. So if you wanted to come back to it in 18 months time, you had all your stuff just sat waiting for you, and you could pick up where you left off without having to go, what did I have? What did this do? It's like, no, it's all there in front of you.
Oh my God. The characters look stunning. So as you said, the whole skeleton sort of zombie, sort of the medieval sort of creatures.
Wow. Yeah, it looks like it's a vampire-centric kind of game, where there's some things up in the cursed city. I think even the little blurbs and stuff give you information, like backstory information and stuff. So it's not just a case of, yes, you're fighting against 12 skeletons like you would have been in Hero Quest. This is like, no, each skeleton is a character, and here's a backstory as to why they're doing what they do and stuff. So they've probably come in almost from an RPG kind of perspective to kind of show off who everyone is and why they're doing what they're doing, which is really cool.
Oh my God. So when you get these, it's Saturday, is it coming in?
Saturday is released on Saturday. So anyone, I think I'm pretty much sold out. So everyone who's got theirs on pre-order, come in on Saturday and pick them up.
Do you have a list where people can?
I do.
Can is that on the website, or do they ping you on the Facebook group? Or
ping me on Facebook, or pop in the shop, or just send me a text or whatever. Just reach out to me however you want to, and just say, I'd like a copy when you get restock. it gives us an idea of how many more we're going to need to get on top of whatever we get for restock. And also just make sure you've got one then. So as soon as it does come in, your name is there and you can come and get it.
Wow. Would it be possible for next week on next week's show, we do an unboxing?
That is absolutely fine. We are lucky enough that we do get a store copy, so yay.
Yeah.
So yes, I'll keep my store copy and we'll unbox it live next week. By which point, I imagine the 15 people that have had the copies from the store will have built and painted all of theirs, because that's what we do. As soon as we get home, we open it all up and we build it and we paint it. We don't just leave it in a pile somewhere to be ignored indefinitely.
So guys, if you get one from Andy and you start building it and painting it, please post up your pictures on the Facebook group. It's under Geek Show, so look it up. I'll put a link on this later on. We are getting loads and loads of people watching this, and it's being shared all over the place. So we are growing all the time, guys. So super excited about that. My aliens, I've just wanted to say, I'm very excited. So I've built my aliens. And
just before we got to aliens, just before. Go
on then. Sorry.
I do believe we've got some promotional material coming in for the Cursed City. I'm not entirely sure what they don't tell us. They just go, you've got promotional materials and POS. We don't know what it is. What I'm thinking is for not next week, but for the week after, so a fortnight today, anyone who builds and paints anything, get it up on the Geek Show. So show us a picture of whatever it is. You can put as many pictures up as you want of as many things as you build and paint, and we'll sort out a bit of prize support. Because I know normally we get like coins or we might get a poster or something.
Wow.
So there's a little thing for everyone, a little incentive to get everyone building and painting. Put up your picture on the Geek Show and on Worcester War Games, wherever you want. Put up the pictures, and me and Drone will sit down together on the Wednesday evening before we go live. Not next week, but the week after. We'll pick our favourite and we'll send you a little bundle of prizes.
That sounds awesome. I'm going to enter myself.
You can't. I wouldn't enter you. I wouldn't enter yourself. Enter a model. Don't enter yourself.
Okay. Yeah. All right. God damn. You've rumbled me. But seriously, the figures look absolutely amazing.
They are so nice. They are so nice. Oh, they're just beautiful.
A quick question from one of the guys over in the States. Is this released worldwide?
As far as I know, yes. Obviously, Games Workshop do their thing, but yeah, as far as I know, it comes out everywhere on Saturday, or whatever the release days are. I think it is Saturday for everywhere. I don't think they have different release schedules anywhere. So yeah, I would imagine that come Saturday, wherever you are on the planet, you can pretty much get it. I think there might be a couple of tribes in the middle of the Amazonian rainforest might not get it on time, but everyone else, yes.
Awesome. So definitely we will. Super excited about that. Also, once we are allowed out, we will start doing some game testing and some playing. We can actually meet each other and have a go at some games and stuff like that. So that'll be great as well. So, and also, I really enjoyed your painting guide for aliens. That was...
How have you got on? Your aliens. Let us talk about your aliens then.
So that was going to be my next thing. So first of all, I've got your APC over there.
Yeah,
so I will be down on Saturday. I have painted my aliens, but only underpainted my Marines because I am now scared. Because I've sprayed them and I've gone, ooh. So I need to come and have a chat with you because they look. There's a lot going on there.
They are. I was the same. I spent days looking at them, thinking I don't know how to paint this camera, trying to make them screen accurate as I could. And then, to be honest, I looked at them. I think I painted, Crow or one of the other kind of background characters. And I got to it and I went, you know what? They're not sculpted particularly screen accurate. The quality of the sculpts isn't to the level that we do for a lot of this stuff. And I went, you know what? Camo. Just two different camo for the clothing, camo for the armor. Doesn't matter as long as it's two different colors, so it stands apart. So yeah, it turns out, and I knocked them out like an afternoon at that point because it was very, very easy to do. So I know it is one of those things. Camo is always a scary one. I don't like doing camo. Like I said, I spent days looking at it, and as it was, I went for it and went, you know what? Just 3 different colors per camo piece. So I think I did kind of a medium gray, a dark gray, and a light gray on the clothing, and then basically a dark green, a light green, and a brown on the armor. And it just splodges, and so I wasn't being too careful. I didn't care about how, because the models weren't of a high enough quality to go, okay, I need to get this spot on. And to be honest, they look absolutely fine as they are. They look really nice like that. And most of the painting videos I've seen, I watched to get kind of an idea what to do, were just like, yeah, we've just gone with 2 camo colors, 3 to each camo color, and that's it.
Awesome. So hopefully, are you going to do a special video of painting some of them?
I am, yes. I need to get a Marine from somewhere.
On Saturday. Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, I will do a painting tutorial video for the Marines, because like I say, there is a quicker and easy way of doing it than having to stress about doing too good a camo job. You don't really need to worry about it that much. So yeah, I will do one of those ready for next week, just to show that it isn't actually as scary as I thought it was going to be.
And I must admit, they do look amazing. So even just the figures, they're not like human realistic, but they're sort of like, I wouldn't say cartoon, but it's caricature, but not. Yeah. But they are.
It's that genericness to them. It's that thing of they've not got. If you look back at the old Prodos Games AVP board game, the initial ones they did for that were amazing. We all went, "Oh my god, that looks exactly like the actor that played those characters." By the time we actually got it, they didn't have the rights to show the actors. They didn't sign off on it, so they just end up being generic. These are very similar to that kind of thing of going, yeah, we've just gone for generic faces, so we haven't got to worry too much about the likenesses. We've got the names, you know who they are. They've captured the essence of each character, which is fantastic.
Definitely.
I will say that Ripley in the core box does look like Tom Berenger from Platoon. I can't get past that. I painted it and went, that looks like Tom Berenger in Platoon. That's not a good thing for anyone. Unless you're Tom Berenger in Platoon. So yeah, I can't get past that now, but yeah.
So how is how are the sales of all the other Alien extras? Because you've got the terminals. What did you think of the terminals and the guns and the sentry guns? Is it good?
I have painted my crates now, so all my paints are painted.
Let us zoom in.
There we go.
Let us zoom in. Oh, wow.
On my up. There you go. My Weyland-Yutani crates. I painted all of those in one batch.
Wow.
Again, because it's just a little bit of plastic terrain, don't worry too much about cleaning it all up. They've got some horrendous mold lines that run around the sides of them. Just see if you can see that. Oh, wrong way.
Yeah.
You can't really see them very clearly. But anyone that's got a set of these, you'll look at it and go, that's a massive mold line that runs all the way down the middle of all 4 sides of it. Don't worry about it. It's only a bit of terrain. I cleaned up the corners just because that's where they clip on the sprue. But otherwise, and to be honest, took no time at all. Just a couple of silvers and a bit of stippling, and it was finished. You don't have to. Again, don't panic about getting it exactly right. Just make it look good on the table.
It does look awesome as an extra to the board game, I think.
Yeah, it does make a massive difference. I've done the sentry guns as well, so I quickly knock those up.
Oh,
just a bit of simple dry brushing, just to make them wrong way, just to make them look tabletop worthy. So nice and easy on those. I haven't done the eggs yet. I'm still kind of looking at the eggs. I haven't done the terminals yet, but I did paint half a bishop.
Way! Oh my god! Wow!
Again, it's one of those things you kind of look at it. It's like, oh, it's such a cool thing. I've got to paint half a bishop.
You've got to, definitely.
Got to have a half bishop. And I painted the alien queen as well.
Oh my god! How was she to put together?
Oh, really easy. Really, really easy. The arms, again, I haven't actually put the arms in. I've literally just popped the arms in the sockets.
Oh wow!
So I can have them as I want to.
Yeah.
I have to say, I'm not overly thrilled with that model. It's a bit kind of chunky, not a lot of detail. When you look at the aliens and the effort that was put into everything else, every other aspect, this one just doesn't look like it was given as much love. This is the kind of the Friday afternoon, late on a Friday kind of, it's an alien queen, who cares? Everyone knows what it is. But yeah, and to put it together, it was really, really simple. It actually locks together really, really easily. A little bit of glue and you're away. It was just, like I say, it was a bit uninspiring when it came to painting it.
Do you have any of those sets still in stock? Because I do. Have quite a few people asking.
Yes, so I've got one copy of the core box left. So another Glorious Down the core. We will get a restock of the other stuff in. I just haven't ordered it yet, and obviously bank holiday and stuff this week.
A quick question: because I believe when it gets reprinted, then Newt is going to be in a different pose. So
Yeah, I have heard that. I've not had any confirmation. Obviously, we don't know anything about that until it arrives, so I don't really know. But yeah, I have heard that there was going to be changes to Newt when it comes out as a regular edition.
definitely.
To be honest, I'm not 100% sure it will do because she's central on a sprue. She's not like she's off on a separate sprue that they can go, we won't put that sprue in, we'll put a new sprue. It is literally, it's part of the main sprue. So if they change her, they'd have to remachine and remold the entire sprue just to change her. So I'd be surprised if they did, unless they just get rid of her corner and just you do get a replacement sprue. It just seems like something they wouldn't bother doing because it seems more effort than it would be worth.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Who knows? Stranger things have happened. I don't know.
Wow. So that is going great, guns. So there's lots of love for that all over the world. Loads of people in the States. Everybody's going mad. It looks like there's going to be a new Disney. Well, there's new Marvel comic, an Aliens comic coming out.
Yeah.
There's the Fire Team PC game. So that looks amazing.
That looks amazing.
And also there's a TV series coming. Did you hear about that one?
I have heard rumors about a TV series. Yeah, I don't know anything about it yet. I haven't heard anything more than the fact somebody said there's a TV show coming. But that's it.
I think it's going to be the hot thing, coming up. More and more alien stuff. Hopefully more add-ons.
This is Disney for you. As soon as Disney gets hold of something, you can guarantee you're going to get plenty of stuff for it. So, yeah.
Did they ever release their APC? Has that come out yet? Or?
As far as I know, no. It's not even on the horizon as far as I know. I know that they've released images for it, and there's been a lot of chatter about it with the fact that the scale's off.
Yeah.
It's scaled to the game, not to the models, which is why so many people have gone mad for making 3D prints of ones, because that's been around for years anyway, so people just go, we'll just port it over. But yeah, so yeah, there. As far as we know, there is an APC coming. We just don't know any more information than there's an APC coming.
Wow. So what else is going on in the world of wargaming this week? Is there anything new on Blood Bowl or anything else on the horizon or just about to come out? I've also got to pick my magazine up, by the way, on Saturday.
You have? Yeah, that's still sat there. I still do have, I think, half a dozen copies of that, if anyone is still after the Steam codes. Even if you don't want the magazine, ping me over £6 for a White Dwarf, and I can send you the Steam code either through Facebook or wherever, because we do still have half a dozen copies left of that. So if you do want the codes, you can have just the codes rather than worrying about the whole magazine.
Yeah, so go for it, guys. As I said, quickly, we will post up the Geek Show Facebook group. Andy's on there, or just check them out at Worcester War Games. This is your chance to get about 6 games, I think.
12.
Oh my God.
12 free games. Ooh. And we're not talking like little games here either. We're talking the full game. It's not like you'd sometimes get, it's a free trial.
The first level.
No, these are the full games. Steam codes for the full games. There's 12 of them on there. You've got Vermintide 2 and Space Marine. Some of them are a bit older than others, but they're still for £6 for all these games. It's insane.
Yeah. Oh my God. Awesome. So what else has been going on this week then, sir?
To be honest, it's a quiet week this week. Obviously, GW just focused on Cursed City, so there's nothing much coming from them. We've had a new stock of some D&D monsters. Some new monsters have come out. Some of them are just re-releases, so things like a Zombie Beholder, which is a really cool model. This actually got me thrown off one of the GW painting sites because I just posted it up everywhere when I finished it, and accidentally posted it on a GW painting site, and it said, that's not a GW model, and just threw me off the site.
And you're barred.
Yeah, and I got barred, and it's like, well, thanks for the heads up. Cheers, guys. But yeah, so we've got a whole load of new D&D monsters in. I know what we have got, which is rather cool. I did do a little video for these and then never posted it because I'm useless like that. We've had some of these new dice sets in. Now, they're just standard D6 dice sets. You get 6 dice in a set. I think there's 7. Well, I think there's 8 total in the whole range. But they're all movie and TV show themed. So I kept myself a Shining one because who doesn't love the Shining?
Who doesn't love Shining?
It's a Friday the 13th set as well, which is
my
really cool
God.
with Chase on the various different sides. There we go. Just there. There's Nightmare Before Christmas. Those are beautiful. Really, really nice dice those are. Scooby-Doo, classic animated Scooby-Doo dice. The Goonies. Hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys, yeah.
Hey, you guys. There's a Goonies set, which is really nice. Oh, I can't remember what the ones there were. There was a couple of other movie-related ones. But yeah, they're on the website as well. So if you go and check those out, I think they're in other company products. The OP is the name of the company that produces them, the OP.
Right.
But yeah, go and have a look at those. I think I've put the images on. If I haven't, I'm about to. But yeah, there's a full. I think we got 7 out of the 8. The 8th one was like, I think it was what's it called? The Paw Patrol. I was like, I don't think we want
really.
maybe 1 or 2 of our customers would want Paw Patrol, but not enough to get 6 sets of them.
Well, so that's me and Tony. Yeah, that's me and Tony.
There we go. So,
yeah. Oh wow, that's good. So the Nightmare Before Christmas one sounds awesome.
They are really nice. Yeah, I wasn't. Oh, Beetlejuice. That's another one. Beetlejuice is a lovely set. There is. There's a Beetlejuice set. Yeah, Tim Burton got a lot of love from this dice set.
Wow. Oh my God.
They are really nice dice. I think they're about £7, I think, for a set. So they're not massively expensive either, to be honest.
God, if you can put me a Beetlejuice one to the side as well. Thank you very much, sir.
Indeed. Yeah, no problem. So yeah, we've had those in this week. What else have we had in this week? There was a couple of things. Well, going on with Blood Bowl next week this Saturday sees pre-order for some new Blood Bowl stuff. The Blood Bowl 7s pitch, which is what we've talked about a couple of weeks ago. They're actually releasing a pitch specially for Blood Bowl 7s.
Oh, wow.
The Death Zone book is coming out that we've also spoke about, which has rules for Blood Bowl 7s, plus the stuff for mercenaries and extra rules and all that kind of stuff. That's on pre-order this weekend. I think there was a couple of other Blood Bowl related items that were coming out as well. Nothing overly exciting, like there's no new team or anything like that, but the Blood Bowl 7s pitch looks phenomenal. I think there's dice and team cards for a couple of different teams. So yeah, there's a bunch of Blood Bowl stuff going up in pre-order. There is a bunch of.
So how do you pre-order? By the way, how do we pre-order with you, or do you
just give me a shout? Just give me a shout. We did think about putting it on the website. The only problem we're having, because again we're having limited stock coming from GW. This, I think, like we're only getting 5 of the Blood Bowl pitches initially. There will be more along the line. It's just a case of, because of initial demand and they're struggling to reach demand with everything, they have kind of gone, you can only have X amount and then we'll send the rest once they come back into stock again. So I don't tend to put it on the website, just for the fact of I'd rather locals that we know kind of come to me first and go, can I have this? Can I have that? Can I have one of those? Rather than putting it out and then some scalper from, I don't know, Toxteth goes, oh yeah, I'll have all 5 of them, thanks for it, and just happens to get in first and that's it, they're gone and nobody gets what they want. So yeah, the best thing to do, if you ever see stuff that's coming out, PM me or DM me, whichever way you want to go with it, on Facebook is the best thing to do it, because then I'll put you on a little post-it note on my laptop and then I know who wants what.
Wow.
Obviously, don't go mad for it. If you see something that's not coming out for 6 months, don't tell me now because I'll forget when it comes to it. But as soon as you hear that it's coming out pre-order kind of thing, or you hear it here or it comes on Warhammer Community, give me a shout on Facebook and just say, can you put me down for one of those?
So Tony's already buying stuff and sticking it in his cart. Cheeky devil. So with the pitches, are they going to do like different types of pitches? Well, they're the 7s. Are they going to do like themed pitches, or is there?
I don't know though. I don't know whether they will or not. Whether they'll just go, you know what, we'll just do a 7s pitch, because as popular as 7s is because it's a nice, quick and easy game to play of an evening, like if you're in a gaming club or whatever, it's great for that. But I don't know whether it's a case they'll go, you know what, it's not enough. We don't really want to push 7s by doing new team boxes and stuff like that. Just go, no, it's just an option. It's another playable surface to play on. So it might just end up being just that one box. I imagine it's double side of the pitch, so you'll have a grass side and a dirt side, so orcs and humans technically. But that gives you enough options without having to keep bringing out new pitches and stuff just for the sake of it.
Wow. So when does that officially come out?
That's pre-order this Saturday for a release the following Saturday. So
wow.
Whatever date those are, the 10th to the 17th or something.
God blimey. Brilliant.
Yeah. There's also a whole lot of new stuff for Adeptus Titanicus. So for those
is that come
big
back?
Stompy robots.
I used to play that back in the day. That was a bloody nightmare to paint the little ones. You know,
well, they've got
what the hell?
Yeah, 6 mil. You gotta love 6 mil.
Oh,
big shout out to Dan, who works at Reveille Gaming, who does nothing but 6 mil and smaller. He builds tabletops. It's phenomenal what he does. I doubt he'll even see this, so I'm going to give him a shout out anyway. Yeah, because he does some phenomenal stuff, and he goes all the way down to like 2 mil miniatures and stuff. It's like, oh my god, how do you do that? I can't even see it, let alone paint it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the new stuff, the Adeptus Titanicus that came back out a couple of years ago now, 2-3 years ago. They've upscaled it to 10 mil, so it's a much bigger model anyway.
Right.
But they are only currently doing Titans. So you've got from Knights, which are about the size of a Space Marine, up to the Warlord Titan and the Harbinger Titan, or the Warbringer Titan. So they're a bigger scale, and it is just the robots at the moment. There's no news on it ever going back into being like Space Marine used to be, or Epic used to be, where you've got the Marines. It is just the big stompy robots kicking the crap out of each other, and it is so much fun. So much fun. And they're lovely models as well. Again, GW knocking out the park on the models.
Wow. Is GW the play, the number one at the moment? Are they back on the top?
Easily. There was a time, probably going back 5-6 years maybe, when they were really kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel with their releases and their products, and mostly their decisions generally, whether it was in the store or in the hobby or whatever it was. They were really hitting rock bottom. New CEO came in, massively into the hobby. He's worked for the company for donkey's years, and went, no, this has to be about the customers, this has to be about the hobby, and this has to be about the hobbyist. And he's just turned it all around. Oh dear, COVID. I've caught COVID.
I won't be in on Saturday.
Yeah, it's a computer virus. But yeah, he's changed everything. They've gone from being kind of in free fall essentially to being so far above every other company on the planet with their intake of money and the quality of their product releases. They're just blowing everyone out of the water at the moment.
Wow. Do you have like a local rep that you talk to directly to
you? No,
you
we have a rep that we basically on a Monday normally we'll send across our order of like, this is what we want, and then our rep will ring us to say, right, just want to check this is what you're doing, this is what you want, or we can't get you this, or as many as you want, or whatever, and any questions, stuff like that. So they're very good for that. I think we're on our 6th or 7th rep now in 8 years. So we tend to get through reps quite quickly, not through any fault of our own. I'd just like to point out we don't break all of them, but we seem to kind of get the here's somebody new that's only going to be with the company for 6 months. We'll give them Worcester War Games, and we just get new reps all the time. But they're always really nice people. We always have a laugh with them. Our current one, Agatha, I think she's Polish originally. She goes back home quite frequently, especially with lockdown and stuff. She's been going back to family and stuff. So I'll get a phone call on my mobile, and it will just say like Warsaw or some weird city I've never heard of. Going, who's ringing me from? We do tend to get reps that have no clue about the hobby, which is always
brilliant.
Great fun.
Because do you ever spin them a yarn or call their bluff? Talk about certain games that never even existed.
I do get the feeling that's why we get these kind of short-term reps. Is they go, just give them Worcester War Games. That's the test. If they can survive Worcester War Games for 6 months, we'll give them a better job in the company.
Exactly.
Agatha, like many of the others, it's a job at the end of the day for her. She doesn't care about the hobby. She does show willing, though, I have to say. She went and visited the store after about 8 months or so with the company, or 8 months as being our rep, should I say. She went into the Nottingham headquarters and had a look around the museum, and actually kind of made the effort to learn what she was actually trying to sell us each week. Her report back to me was, aren't they small? I was like, okay, but she bought herself a couple of boxes and some paints and stuff, so she's doing a little bit of the hobby.
That's good.
But I did have a great conversation with her, I don't know, about 6 weeks ago or so, where she rang up, and I think it was when the new Blood Angels dice were coming out, so the whole new Blood Angels range, might be a bit longer than that. And she was trying to tell me what it was that she was trying to sell me, because I hadn't seen my email that morning to say this is what the products are. So she was kind of, there's a such and such one of these. I was like, I don't know what that is. And she's like, I said, describe it to me. Knowing full well she had no clue what she was talking about. She was like, it's a tank. It's not the small tank, but it's not the big tank. It's the one in between, and it's got the aerials on it. Well, and that was it. As soon as I knew that I had her, that was it. Everything she told me then was, describe it to me.
Yeah.
Tell me what it looks like.
Is it more fairy or less fairy than the last thing you explained to me?
When we got the dice was when we got, there's some dice. Well, what did they look like? And she's like, well, they're black and red. I was like, how many sides are there? What does the box look like? And she was like, are you taking the piss? I was like, very much so.
Yeah. Are they heavy?
Yeah.
They're heavy.
What can I roll on them?
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
So a quick question about dice. Do you freehand roll, or do you roll onto like a mat, or do you put them in like a mad plastic 3D printed tower?
There's so many options.
What is the cool choice? Just
I
whop
think
them on the table.
you've got 4 options, because obviously now a lot of people do these like dice rolling boxes.
I've seen them.
Which are great, but we tried one of our customers, Leon. I don't think Leon's watching because he's watching a podcast on the other side. But should he ever see this, hi Leon.
Yes.
He'll know what it's like. Leon has a very specific way of rolling dice that is. It's no, not even that. It's I don't know what you call it. Overemphasis of dice roll. It's his hands over here somewhere, and there's this kind of flourish. But it just means his dice are everywhere.
Oh right.
Because there's no control with them. And he tried having a little rubber dice rolling tray for when he was doing some battle reports for X-Wing. And yeah, with the way he throws his dice at this thing, none of them ever landed on camera. You're always searching for them. And I do see a lot of people using dice towers and stuff as well, which is always interesting. They don't bother me at all. It's like, yeah, it's a cool little thing. I have seen people in tournaments, though, lose their shit over people using dice towers, saying they're time wasting.
Oh.
So it takes like 2 or 3 seconds. It's fine. You've got plenty of time.
Yeah.
And they're the kind of people that are rolling dice and they're picking them up before they've even stopped rolling, going, yeah, that was a 6 and that was a 4. And can we all have a look at these dice? Personally, my personal favourites, and everyone will know this, is the squig dice that GW made a couple of years ago now, when they redid the Night Goblins for Age of Sigmar, and they made these special squig dice which have got teeth on every side of them, and however many teeth there were was what that number of dice was. But they are made of rubber. They are rubber dice. Oh, you can get some distance on one of those when you're really going for it. Yeah, they're everywhere. They're just bouncing around the room, and you're finding them in your bed at home. And you go, what the hell's that got here? But yeah, they're fantastic. They are some of the best dice I've ever seen. I've got like 3 sets of those. So they're fun. We've always said that when you play a game with those dice, anything they knock over is dead.
Yes.
Regardless of what it's rolled. If it's knocked a model over, it's got killed.
It has. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, those are great fun. Love those dice.
Brilliant. So, is there any tournaments planned? Now you'll be opening up soon, and you'll be allowed to see the thing called People. Did you see that? Oh no, yeah. Sorry about that, but yeah. So do you have any tournaments or anything like that planned, or are you allowed to?
Well, actually, just so everyone does that, we've had a few people kind of talking recently, going, "Oh, I can't wait for you to open on Wednesday. Yeah, get some games in." Just to be clear to everyone, currently there is no gaming until at least May the 17th. Now that's Bojo the Clown says that, not me. It's not my personal choice. I'd have you gaming straight away, but Bojo the Clown has basically he said, I think it's pubs and clubs and stuff can't open until May 17th. So we're working on the belief that in all likelihood there won't be any mass gatherings until May 17th. Yeah. So we're working on the principle. Well, if a pub opens on May 17th, we can game on May 17th. Maybe he'll kind of announce restrictions before that of like cubes of 6 or whatever. We'll see. Yeah. But currently there's no gaming in store until at least May 17th, as far as we're aware. Obviously, if Bojo changes his mind on that one, we'll work to that system. But currently there's nothing that we can do until May 17th. However, should we be able to game after May 17th, obviously tables are there to be used, so feel free after May 17th, come down, use the tables to play your games. On the 23rd, I think is the Sunday after the May 17th, we're looking at doing basically a 40k free-for-all, where rather than having an organised tournament, because there's no point in organising tournaments at the moment, because in case we have to cancel them, totally. And it's just a lot of faff. We do have a Smash of the Titans in September, which is Warhammer Fantasy. So check that out if you want to. There's a Facebook group and everything for it, because hopefully by then we'll be back to normal. But yeah, on the 23rd, we're going to do basically a boss off. So you come down, bring as many 40k HQ choices as you want, whoever you want, and we'll either do a knockout game where you'll just play against one other person, winner takes all, and do a ladder system that way, or we'll just do a mass brawl on a table where we'll put 6 or 8 people around a table and you just beat the crap out of each other's HQs and last man standing. But we'll keep it nice and easy, nice and kind of loose, so there's no kind of, you've got to book a place or you've got to do this or that. Come down, play for an hour, half an hour, whatever you've got spare, just to get some dice rolling more than anything. Just kind of throw some dice in anger for the first time in 18 months.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
that sounds
that's
awesome.
our only plan currently.
Cool. Cool. We will when it's on, we will come down and video it. Maybe
Yes.
do a live stream from it, because that'd be quite good as well. Get people interacting and
Yeah.
talking is always nice.
It is.
So, a quick question. I've got a question here from one of the US guys. Is there,
Colonials.
yes, is there a market for some of the antique gaming they're referring to? Are they? Is there
Like Warhammer Fantasy?
Like Rune Quest, Warhammer Fantasy, some of these older ones, the original box of Hero Quest, etc. Are they going up in value? Are they collectible?
Oh, they really are. Yeah. I think last weekend, one of the guys on the Old Hammer Trading Group on Facebook, again, great group. Go and have a look at that. If you like your old models and old games, Old Hammer Trading Group on Facebook's fantastic for it. You have to be really quick. You've got to be shit hot on it to get stuff, because it goes so quickly, because there's so many people want old cool models. I love them personally as well. There's a guy on there selling I think it was the full set of Hero Quest with all of its expansions, so Advanced Hero Quest, the Ogre expansion, the Witch expansion. He had all of them for 300 quid, and I got on there, and I must have been 3-4 seconds after it popped up, and it had already gone. Because 300 quid for all that was an absolute bargain. Things like each one of the expansions are £100 easily, and all of it was complete. I think you're just missing one of the boxes from one of them. So, yeah, stuff like that. They're always they really do kind of change in value for what's worth what. But most of it, yeah, anything that's old is always sought after. And obviously, if you've got a complete boxed game, it's always going to be worth something to someone. It's just a case of who and what. But again, these things are getting rarer and rarer, because over time boxes just get wet or get lost or damaged or crushed. So yeah, if you've got old stuff, you'll always find a market for it. So yeah, if you've got it, keep it, play with it, use it.
Exactly. So a quick question to you then. So what is your favorite antique game that you've got in your collection? Because I know you have rather a lot. Which one do you go, if somebody said, I'd like to buy that, you go, no, mine.
To be honest, if it comes I want to buy that, it's always no, never. I don't sell any of my stuff. I've got so much of it. You don't get that much stuff if you start selling shit. That's not.
That's true.
People seem to think I run a shop of some kind. It's just nonsense. I don't know, really. I think one of my favorites has to be Space Crusade, because I love Space Crusade.
Yeah.
Obviously, second edition Blood Bowl was what got me into the hobby in the first place. So Blood Bowl is always a favorite.
Yep.
And Hero Quest is such a brilliant game. It's so simple, but so playable. Hero Quest is just phenomenally good. So yeah, and they're all about the same era. That's all probably within about 3 years of each other. Those came out. And it was that golden era where they were working with MB Games. So they weren't just doing their own thing. They were trying to put their licenses out to other people. But yeah, those three easily are some of the best games around. Oh, I love old Rogue Trader stuff. That was the original iteration of 40k, was Rogue Trader.
Yeah.
And the game itself was great fun. But some of the models, because they're all hand sculpted, every model's got character. It's not just here's a homogenistic space marine, and here's the same guy but standing slightly differently. Everyone was completely different, and you had female space marines and guys with big woolly heads, and injured ones, and a guy smoking a cigar and all sorts of stuff.
Oh my god, absolutely amazing! I think for myself is possibly all my Blood Bowl, because I had the original Blood Bowls, also Dungeon Bowl for me.
Yeah.
You know, no way am I part with Dungeon Bowl. It is the best game ever. So we have to do a tournament at some point when we're laid out.
Yeah, well, I will. I think I said before, I've got. I built a 3D pitch for Dungeon Bowl, the different rooms within 3 dimensions. So I might try and dig. If I've still got it, I'll dig them out. If I haven't, I'll remake them, and me and you will play. One of these Wednesdays, we'll sit and we'll play on Dungeon Bowl 3D style.
Awesome.
I challenge you.
I challenge you back. So a quick question. The big film at the moment, Godzilla King Kong. Have you seen it?
I haven't, unfortunately. No. I know it's available on Amazon and I think Sky Movies or something. You can actually rent it. I think it's about 15, 16 quid, and you get it for 30 days. But once you start watching it, you've got 48 hours to finish it. I assume to stop you from watching, which I quite like the idea of that. Is as much as £16 sounds a lot. If you went and saw that at the cinema, that's one ticket.
Yeah, if you've got a family full of people,
exactly. So yeah, I don't think it's ridiculously overly priced. But yeah, I love King Kong. I love Godzilla. So yeah, I will have to watch it at some point. But yeah, have you seen it?
I have seen it. Myself and Skelly both saw it when it came out because we are super Godzilla fans. I am a big Mothra guy. That's all I can say. I thought it was really good. I don't think it's worth the £15. I would wait for its just normal rental. It's good. It's the best one so far. The CGI and the story's not that bad. The people aren't that annoying, but they're still in there, so it's not that bad. But the film's really good. Special effects are ace. I enjoyed it. I really did. But it could have been better, but it's far better than all the other ones so far. It's almost as good as the 1970, Japanese ones where they just did stuff. Godzilla, Godzuki, Kill All Monsters or whatever it was.
Destroy All Monsters. Yeah,
that's it. That's what you want.
Yeah. Have you seen? I think it's Final Wars. They did it around 1999. They did Final Wars, and they did what was the other one? I think it was Godzilla 2000. Oh. And they had whichever one, I don't know which one it was. I think it was Final Wars, where basically all the good monsters do a world tour beating up all the bad monsters.
Wow.
But there's a fantastic bit in that. There's a 5-minute segment in the middle of it where Godzilla meets American Godzilla. So the one from the Matthew Broderick movie, and basically just wails on him for 5 minutes. That's just to go like, well, this is what happens when you turn up and you're not Godzilla. It's phenomenal.
What a film. So a quick question to you then. So you being the man of all board games, is there a good Godzilla game out there you could recommend for people who fancies a bit of seen the film, want to do a bit of board gaming?
There, you got a couple of choices on this one. There is Godzilla Tokyo Clash, which we stock in the store, oddly enough. I think I've got a copy of that. Which essentially is a board game where you play, I think it's Godzilla, Rodan, Mothra, and I forget who the fourth character is. You get a little plastic model for each one. So even if the game's garbage, don't worry about it. You've got 4 little
How cool is that?
So that's all I cared about. I bought it just for that alone. But it is a good game as well. It's not just a case of it is lovely, the nice models. It is a good game. The other option is Monster Apocalypse, which isn't technically a board game, but it is played on a mat. And they've been around for a few years now. It's done by I think it's I don't want to say Privateer Press, but it's someone like that. It's an American company. And basically, they did a whole bunch of factions. So there's a Cthulhu faction, there's a gorilla faction, there's aliens, there's all sorts of stuff. And you basically build your faction and you fight in a cityscape. So it's kind of a bit like Titanicus meets Godzilla. But yeah, that's a really fun one. It's quite difficult to come across these, even though it's been fairly newly re-released. It's still difficult to get just because it's got to be imported from the States to get copies of it. Right. But yeah, the game itself is actually really good fun, and it's dead easy to play.
Cool. So we've got Godzilla Tokyo Clash and
Monster Apocalypse.
Monster Apocalypse. I think I've seen a picture of that, but
quite possibly,
Could people buy it through you, or is it just one of those ones?
Means, we can. It was one of those ones we got Monster Apocalypse in the first time round, but it used to be blind boxes, so people weren't overly keen on it because you never knew what you were going to get. So if you were trying to build a particular faction up, you could end up spending 200 quid on these blind boxes, open them all up and find out you haven't got a single thing for your faction. So it wasn't the best idea. Yeah. Since then, they've gone back and revisited it and gone, right, now here are now just blisters with all the models in. So you've got the big blisters with the big guys in there, and then you've got smaller models and stuff for like the kind of foot troops and stuff. But yeah, we can get that one in. It's one of those ones that we had it initially, and I think everyone that was initially interested in it bought whichever faction they want. And that's as far as it ever went, so we never really kind of restocked it. But yeah, if you do want it and you fancy a go at it, we've got people in store that do play it, and we'll happily let you choose one of their 12 armies they probably bought over the years. So yeah, come down and have a go at it. It's one of those games that it's well worth a look at just for the fact that it's got some cool ass stuff with it.
Oh my god! So just a quick one because we are reaching nearly the end of tonight's show. What indie? So we know Games Workshop. They're one of the big guys. They're doing some amazing stuff. Who is one of the small guys you'd like to do a shout out for making some cool, epic stuff?
Well, I was thinking about this the other day, and actually, just before we came on live, I suddenly went, you know who I should give a shout out to? And it's a bit of a kind of blowing your own trumpet thing here, but
not Worcester War Games.
Worcester War Games Hang on a
Okay.
second. Let me just find him. I've got to find what I've done with him because I said last minute thing right before we opened up.
It's as if we plan these shows.
Now, just so you can have a look at him.
Oh my God! Wow.
That is the head. We backed a Kickstarter last year. Oh
my God! That's the head of it.
That's just the head. Yeah, the body's a bit of a beast. It's all 3D printed. So there we go. It's one of the.
Oh my God! Wow.
So this is for a game we kickstarted last year called Cthulhu versus Pirates. And essentially,
Awesome.
it does exactly what it says on the tin. It is Cthulhu versus Pirates.
That is.
So you got pirates. So yeah, we backed that. We have the rights, I think, until August time, September, which we'll probably then renew, to print and sell the models and the game system itself. It's got some amazing buildings and a giant ship and stuff like that. Good friend of ours, Charlotte Pullen, 3D printed these for us. Another good friend, Mike Law, is also going to be doing some for us. He's local. Yeah, so we're trying to get that up and running now. So I've got those models. That's all the kind of range I've got knocking around here for just the main characters and stuff like that. We've got the rules and the missions and stuff. So yeah, keep an eye on that. That's coming out very, very soon.
Oh my God! And will that be released actually under Worcester War Games?
It will, yeah. We have our own kind of range of stuff we do because we do bases and stuff as well. So that will end up going with those on the. It's the WYSIWYG Warehouse is the actual kind of trading branch or the manufacturing branch of Worcester War Games. The WYSIWYG Warehouse. What you see is what you get. And yeah, we'll put all that stuff through there. So our bases currently go through there, and a few other different things that we've sculpted go on there as well. But yeah, Cthulhu versus Pirates will be on there very soon. Like I said, we just had the first run of them come through now, of all 3D prints of them. They look absolutely. It's Cthulhu and it's pirates. What's not to love about this?
Awesome.
So yeah, keep an eye out for those. And just a quick other thing that I've been working on this evening while we were waiting is, as I said, we make our own bases. I have been making some. Bases for the Aliens board game. So should fight in the hive underneath the processor. The main processor. We're going to do a range of different different bases and stuff. So we'll get those cast up over the next couple of weeks so that people, if they do want to kind of have something funky on their bases, we'll have those available as well soon.
That is amazing.
So, yes, Worcester War Games, WYSIWYG Warehouse. That's who I support.
Yay, sounds awesome. Also, we have to have a chat sometime because our graphic novel, the V2A graphic novel, which is done very, very well on Kickstarter, it goes to press over the weekend, I think. I think we're now at that point. It's all assembled. It's looking amazing. It's going off to press, and then once it comes back, it goes then out to everybody. So we are super, super excited. The second book is coming out later this year, and at some point there is going to be a game.
Now, I have heard that in the second book there are going to be special guest characters, or at least background characters for people that supported the Kickstarter to a certain level.
There are. So we will be, as soon as book one's out, which sort of sets it all up. Book two continues, and it's like the full-on thing. I can't say too much. I got very, very excited. So as soon as book one's out, so everybody can see where it is and what it's going, we will then start contacting all the people who backed it for book two, start getting all their pictures and all their character bios. There's going to be a wiki page, so you're going to be a member of that as well. So your character will be in there with his own identity and his own thing, which is going to be amazing.
I'm thinking some kind of cross between Unkar Plutt and Jabba the Hutt.
It's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. Also, in book two as well, it starts kicking off with all our celebrities as well are joining the story at that point. So we've got the feral kids coming in, and we've got Kundalini, we've got Greg, and I know it's going to be amazing. So seriously, super excited. And also at some point, possibly around book three, there is a game involved, a board game involved, which we're super excited. So watch your space, watch Worcester War Games, etc. And what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. The WYSIWYG Warehouse. I'm liking it. So massive thank you to everybody who came on. So first of all, Andy, is there anything else you'd like to say to your adoring fans apart from watch next week, because we know where you live?
Yeah. I will find you. I have a special set of skills. They won't be relevant.
So also, guys, please join the Facebook group and share it with your mates. We are getting loads and loads of people joining every day. We're going to start doing painting competitions and everything else on there. Also, when there's tournaments out at Worcester War Games and everything else, that will be posted on the Geek Show Facebook group as well. So you've got to be in it to win it.
You have. And
Look
yes,
at
get your Curse City models painted. Even if it's just one Skelly Bob, doesn't matter. Just get it painted, get it on the site. You might get a prize.
So just a quick question just before we go. Out of all the models for it, what looks your favourite?
Oh,
I know, because there is some amazing.
That to me, there's so many.
I think there's about 60, isn't there? There's about 60 models.
Something like the 50 odd, 60 odd. Yeah, there's so. I'm not a fan of the zombies. I don't like those. But other than that, everything else in the box looks amazing. Whether it's the guy with the shovel or it's the witch hunter with the stakes in his belt. It's just yeah. There's so many nice models in there. I couldn't choose. I'm going to go with the guy with the shovel. He just looks great.
Shovel guy. I think shovel guy as well. So, yeah. But we're excited for next week, where we will get to see you unbox it and show us your wares, which is highly exciting. Anything else you'd like to say, or any big shout outs?
I'm hoping, well, as we've discussed before, hopefully we've got Stuart coming on from Great Escape Games at the end of this month. So not too far off. Next 3 weeks or so, they're just moving their factory. So hopefully we'll have him. We'll get some more friends. We got friends and influential people we know. We'll get one of them to come and talk to us one week.
Definitely. Yeah, we do actually. I've got some. It's quite interesting the amount of people in films and some of the celebrities I know from films who do painting, do model painting. It's a big thing, you know.
We'll get Henry Cavill on one week. Give him a shout.
Well, Henry Cavill, also Tank, who's one of our guys over who plays Lord Humongous over in the Wastelands.
Vin Diesel. Your friend Vin Diesel. You know him. You give him a shout.
But it's really relaxing. It's a great hobby. And it's a great way to have fun, use your brain, be tactical, have a laugh with a group of people, interact, put your phone down for a bit, and actually talk to people and do stuff in the real world. How cool is that?
Real world?
Real world. Well, you know what I mean. Not on the phone, just on a board and stuff, but actually interacting with people.
Yeah, just don't be afraid of stuff. That's what I've got to say. That's the main thing. Don't be afraid to try a game. Don't be afraid to try a paint style. Don't be afraid to paint a model. Just go for it. It doesn't matter. It's whatever you do, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Just have fun with it. Enjoy it. Relax. As they say in Terminator, in 100 years, who's going to remember?
Exactly. Or also what they say in Aliens, let's nuke it from orbit.
Yeah, here's your other option.
I've got no idea where we're going. But thank you, everybody, for joining. It's been an awesome show. We will see you all next week at 9 o'clock. Share with your mates. Join the Geek Show. If not, we know where you live and we will come and haunt you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.